What is up, guys, and welcome to another update of Forgo the Fear. I have a pretty exciting one here, so I had to turn on my mic and just give you guys a little bit of a description of what's happening here. So let's bring up Visual Studio. Um, so we made a new CSV in this folder called levels. This is how we do our actual levels in the game, right? We have like test level and hub and stuff like that. This is where numbers get placed so that I can save out and load levels from a file, basically. So we have this new one called level objects, right? So if we toss this into Visual Studio, you'll see there's nothing here, right? Nothing. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the game. Let me get rid of Visual Studio. Okay, let's run the game here. All right, so let's make it a little brighter. There we go. So we added a new thing where, in our editor we have different layers, right? This is the background layer, this is the environment layer, and we now have a new layer where we can place interactable objects. As you can see here, there's the same outline around it. I did make the movement speed a little different. Holding it does make it go a little faster, but hitting it once makes it go pixel by pixel, just so you can get the perfect placement or whatever where you want it. So if we go to a place where we want to put our door and we hit A, right? You can see that we placed a door in the level, right? So if we go and we save it with our little icon down here, go and save the level, you can see that we're saved. And if we quit Visual Studio here, get it back up, and then load back the same level objects that I just showed you before, you can see we have some information here. We have a level, or an object. We have an ID is 0, X, Y, Z, and draw order. Draw order isn't implemented yet. Z doesn't really do anything yet because it's a 2D game. But we do have an X and a Y position and an ID. The ID is there's an ID system in the code where 0 is a door, 1 is a ladder, and so on and so forth. So now that we have this in a file, our game will now read in this file on startup and place that object in the level. So let's see it happen here. Let's get rid of Visual Studio, give it another go. All right, and as you can see, I was not lying. There's a door here. Oh. Okay, yeah, so there's a door here. And so now, if we go back into here, we go to like our ladders, right? Let's put some ladders in here. It's kind of hard to line this up so that they look good, so kind of bear with me here. It would take a little bit of time to actually make the ladder look like it was perfectly spaced and stuff. And maybe we'll put in a width and a height system, kind of like the blocks are, where you could like hold in A and make like a really nice looking row of ladders or something like that, but that's for another day. So you can see we have like kind of a semi okay ladder looking here. If we go and save it now, okay, and then we quit the game again. Whoops, hold on, quit the game again, there we go. Now you can see in our level thing we have a whole bunch of ladders. And you can see their ID is 1, and then their X and Y's are different than each other. And so now we're at a point where, and so now that we have these in the file, you can see if we launch back up here, everything should be right where we left it. And there they are. Whoops. Ladder's a little broken, obviously, as far as interacting with it goes. But, all this to say that we now have a system in place, albeit a janky, buggy system, but we have a system in place where we can now add these interactable objects to a level, save it, and them actually persist when you close the game and open the game. This will lead us to being able to actually make a level feel alive, let you be able to interact with it, link levels together. I don't know if you guys saw in the last video where you can go up to a door and hit A and go to another level, stuff like that. So we can really now explore. We can really explore this new system, and we can also add new interactable objects. I have a whole bunch of empty spaces here because I'm sure there'll be way more than these 6. So yeah, that's